If you're wondering what it actually means to manifest effortlessly, how much action, if any, is actually required, and most importantly, how you can manifest your desires effortlessly, then well done. You're in the right place. So stick around because we are going to talk all about effortless action in the context of manifesting your deepest desires. Let's go. Put it this way, the minimum action required is at the level of thought and emotion. And how much effort does that take, really? How difficult is it to think a thought? Well, you're already doing it right now. Yeah, you, whoever you are that's listening to this, if you're here listening to this, then you are alive and breathing and aware, and you are a thinking, feeling being, unless you are a bot, which I'm guessing you're not. Point is, if you are human and you are alive and aware, it is not difficult for you to think a thought. You think thoughts constantly in all of your waking and sleeping hours. Thinking and feeling is something that comes naturally to you. So is it fair to say that creating thoughts and emotions is something effortless? I would say yes. That part of it is unquestionably, I would say, effortless. So then the question becomes, what about the physical action though? All of the physical action that follows from that, as in all of the action that is inspired by or directed by the thoughts that you think and the emotions that you feel. Well, have you ever noticed that the same action can be perceived by you as effortless on some days and not so effortless on other days? What determines how effortless or not something is you, believe it or not. This is why affirmations are so powerful when backed by the feeling of passion and inspiration. When it comes to manifesting your desires, the feeling is the secret, right? The feeling comes first. The feeling of having what you want, the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the feeling of anticipation, of eagerness and excitement about getting to do, be, or have anything you want to do, be, or have. When you believe that you can, when you know that you are free to do, be, or have your heart's desire, and you are genuinely eager and excited about the doing, being, and having, then any action you take in that mood of passion and inspiration feels utterly effortless. It's not enough to know that you can. What seals the deal is the feeling of looking forward to it, the feeling of pure desire, sheer anticipation. Ever gone driving in the beautiful countryside while on vacation and felt like you were on the top of the world? And ever driven the same distance on a commute to work at a soul-sucking job that you hate? There's a clear difference in your energy in those two situations, right? There's a difference in the way you feel. One of them feels like a lot more effort, right? Even if it's the exact same distance, it might even be the exact same stretch of road. It's the reason why two people can walk down the same city street and have a completely different internal emotional experience. It's all about energy, your internal energy, your spiritual energy, your vibration, whatever you want to call it. And that is something beyond the physical. It's non-physical, spiritual, vibrational energy that determines your perception of something, anything, as effortless or not. There's no real way to measure it. It can only be felt and experienced by the experiencer. Others might witness it, but the thing about the others in your life is that other people cannot always accurately gauge your vibration, your energy, because they are not you. They don't experience things quite the way you do. Have you ever been asked if you were unhappy when you were actually feeling perfectly happy? Often people project their emotions on you. That's the thing about other people. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a lot more often than you might think. Point here is that only you can know your energy, and you know it by feeling it. You are also the only one who can manage your energy. When you react to things, it's easy to think that you have an emotional response because I am angry because that person was rude to me, for example. But when you are conscious and deliberate about your energy, you will find more and more often, the more deliberate you are about your spiritual practice, that a certain emotional response does not have to follow a certain physical event. Sometimes people are rude to you and you don't even notice because you are so focused on something you are ecstatic about, for instance. Ever been in such a good mood that literally nothing could bring you down? Long story short, it's not about what you do, but how effortlessly you do it, how joyfully you do it. It's not about what you do, but how you feel about what you do, how into your task you are, so to speak. When you're into something, it comes easy. We've all had that experience where we're so engrossed in something that the hours just fly by, right? Your thoughts and feelings are like the seed, the blueprint for any physical action that takes place afterwards. Once a seed sprouts, it just knows what to do. The knowledge of how to grow, when to branch off and produce leaves and bear fruit, and so on, is all embedded in its DNA. It's all pre-packaged and built in the seed. The sprouting and growing is natural. It's inevitable. It responds to environmental conditions, sure, but its fate, its inevitable destiny, you might even say intention, is to sprout and grow. And that's how it is with action when you are in alignment with your highest vibration of thoughts and feelings. Whatever action you take is natural, inevitable, and effortless. You know when you are in alignment because you feel good vibes. You feel really good. You're not worried. You're relaxed. You're at ease. You're confident. You feel like you know what you're doing, like you have direction. Or even if you don't have a particular direction, you feel perfectly happy with where you are, wherever that happens to be. When you're there in that zone, in that happy place, you know it. There is no mistaking the feeling of alignment with your highest self. You feel at one with your true nature, which is that of a happy, loving, peaceful being. Okay, so the question that inevitably then gets asked is, well, how can I manifest my desires more effortlessly when right now, at this moment, it totally feels like I'm dragging my feet, going against the grain, and it feels like nothing's going right, and whatever I do feels like nails on a chalkboard. What doesn't help is to get all specific and detailed with what a toll the effort is taking on you. When you tell yourself it's like pulling teeth, or you feel like pulling your hair out, or that you feel like something is killing you, ever notice yourself saying things like that? Things like, this job is killing me, my boss is killing me? Yeah, none of that helps. Getting specific about how unpleasant something is, venting and letting off steam that way might feel like it brings some relief, but the more you vent, the more you practice those unpleasant feelings. It's like staring at a cockroach, being grossed out by it, and then staring at it some more just to make sure that it really is as disgusting as you thought it was. It literally does not help. What does help is to stop doing that. Makes sense, right? If you find yourself venting, no need to punish yourself for that either. But as soon as you can, I find it helps to get off that trajectory of resistant thought and to flip channels, basically. You can't go from grouchy and miserable to happy and loving all at once, but you can slow down and eventually hop off from that train of thought and hitch a ride in a better feeling direction. And you can do it a lot faster than you might think. You do it by releasing your attention from things that feel like a problem, like a thorn in your side, no matter how urgent or pressing it may seem. Find some way to forget about it. Not so much by banning the thought, but by focusing on something better, something that feels fresh and true and uplifting. When you're right in the middle of a negative spiral, remember that right now, in the present moment, somewhere, peace exists. You are just not aware of it currently. You are out of sync with it currently. And that's okay, because noticing that you are not aware of it is the first step to becoming aware of that peace which is always present, that peace which is always there for you in the spiritual realm, the non-physical realm. It's from that place of peace that you are most empowered to manifest those deep, unfulfilled desires, not from a place of lack or need or desperation. And when you are in that place of peace, you will find that you are no longer in a hurry. There is no rush. There is no sense of lack or need, whether it's for more money, more time, better circumstances, what have you. And when you are consistently in that emotionally steady place, when you are consistently in that vibration, things manifest right on time. Always, no exceptions. There is no sense of, I manifested this 10 times faster than normal, or this manifestation was way overdue and took way longer than it should have. No, everything truly comes in divine timing. You enjoy every stage of the manifestation, and when that one is done, you look forward to the next manifestation, and the next, and the next. Your spirit is always forward-looking and positively expectant. Whatever happens, when you are aligned, you know it will be good no matter what. You are unconditionally optimistic and joyful. You're not faking it. You're not being a toxic positivity Pollyanna. If you've ever been there, you know the feeling. You are going with the flow, letting good things come to you and being very in tune with, very aware of all of the wonderful things in your life. Everything in your life feels all right. It feels comfortable. This has nothing to do with how you compare to everyone else or how other people feel about you. It has to do with how you feel about your life. So the short answer to the question, how do I manifest things faster, is to get yourself in the zone where that need, that insistence on a timeline does not exist. You can persist in your feelings of desire. You can joyfully expect good things to come to you without insisting on a particular outcome. Like I've said in many of my previous videos, you don't have to know the when or the how. What always keys you in is when you feel genuine trust in the infinite intelligence of life, when you feel that everything is unfolding perfectly. If you are fearful or doubtful or worried, you have not truly surrendered. You are not truly aligned. This answer is not going to be satisfactory to people who have predefined and, in a sense, limited their definitions of what counts as real and fast results. So whatever it is you are manifesting, whatever your desire is, doesn't matter if it's more money, more health, a specific person. There is nothing you have to do. And whatever you are doing is enough. Whatever you have, whatever you are right now is also enough. When you genuinely feel and believe and know that, you're there. If there is something you feel you can do and you are excited about it, definitely do that. But if you feel stuck, remember, once again, there is nothing you have to do. No action is required of you. Just keep nurturing your desire and trust that it will manifest. Believe in it. Believe in your ability to attract it. If thinking about your desire causes you stress, that doesn't mean you are bad or wrong or that you are messing up your manifestation. Those negative feelings are just guidance. They're an indication that you could be nicer to yourself, that you could be more positively focused, and that might involve you dropping the subject of that particular desire entirely for a while until you can get back into the zone of just knowing that it is yours for no other reason than because you want it. Life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to feel good, effortlessly good. Whatever way you can find to relax and enjoy yourself, do it. Do it because you want to, not because you feel you must or else. Just like your affirmations, affirm because it feels good to affirm, not in order to make things happen. Feeling good is not an obligation. It's a gift. It's something you get to enjoy, not something you have to do. I hope this helps. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it to the end and enjoyed it, thank you so much, and I would love to hear from you and know what your key takeaways were. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and as always, let me know if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions. See you again soon. Bye!